Hey, Xiomy here, and welcome back to my channel. Today I wanted to do my TBR for the Summerween Read-a-thon, and it's a read-a-thon that I'm really excited about. Like, it might not look like it, because I tend not to be a seasonal decorator, but I freaking adore autumn. It's one of my favorite seasons. I'm already in the vibe of Halloween because I have my little cat ears. So you know what? We're gonna get down to this because I can't wait for autumn. Like, I live in a tropical environment, and the most that it gets is a little bit cool here, and I'm over summer. Like, I'm over it. I want it to be done with, and what better readathon than one that's actually dedicated to like the in-between, or like, you know, the transition into what is autumn. So I'm really content, and I can't wait to get to these books because I've been saving some of these books because I've been waiting for like the right time or like the right vibe to actually like get these books into my TBR. And I was like, you know what, it's a perfect time right now to actually like include the books that I've been meaning to read in this readathon. So you know what, without further ado, let me tell you which of the books that I plan to read for the Summerween Read-a-thon. So for the first reading challenge is to read a book with a creepy cover, and for that one I decided to go with The Dead House by Don Cortegich. This one I don't know too much about. The only thing I remember is that we have 3 people that died, one that went missing in this inferno that happened in, I'm pretty sure it was a school, what's it called, oh, in Elmbridge High. The problem is that within the rubbles that they discover of, you know, after the building was caught on fire and whatnot, is that they found a diary, and this diary belonged to a girl that has multiple personalities. So that makes it already intriguing and whatnot. So we discover in this story what happened leading up to the events of the death of these people, and also the mystery as to why was it that she went missing. And what I enjoy about this is that it's told in multimedia format, and I really adore the Illuminati Files, and I've been looking for books like told in this format just because it's something that really does intrigue me a lot, and it's really fascinating. So I can't wait to get to it. It's told through it says psychiatric reports, witness testimonials, video footage, and the discovered diary. So it sounds like a little bit creepy for me. I am a yellow belly coward, so anything like that sounds extremely tough for me. But I've only read 2 thrillers in my life. I haven't read anything like thriller slash kind of horror. I'm like I said, I'm a yellow belly coward. The most that I've watched has been Supernatural, and I really enjoy it that way. I've never actually physically read it, but like I was saying, those 2 thrillers that I've read, I enjoyed. So do I have anything to, you know, compare them to? No, I really don't, but they were great books. They had great reviews, and I really enjoyed them. So I can't wait to see what is it that I think about this one. And just in case you're wondering, I'm going to be reading this throughout the day. So yeah, that just tells you a lot about me, because if I read this at night, trust me, I'll have nightmares, and then I won't be able to sleep. So no. For the next reading challenge is to read a paranormal slash supernatural book. For this one, I don't physically have the book, but I am going to be reading it off of Scribd. I think I'm gonna hear the audiobook just because the audiobook is like 5.5 hours, and I've really wanted to read this book for a long time. I also want to get more into middle grade, so these are like the perfect aspects to like me starting to get back into middle grade. I've only read a handful of middle grades, and slowly but surely I want to add more books into, you know, my TBR, and this one has always sounded really great to me. It's just basically they unleash ghosts, and they have to try and get these ghosts back on, like, you know, contained and whatnot. So I don't know, like, it kind of gave me like Ghostbusters vibes, you know, because of the ghosts and whatnot, and supernatural and the paranormal aspects to it. So that's something that I am invested in, and I can't wait to see how is it that the story unfolds. For the next reading challenge is to read a book with a haunted house. For this one I still don't have one, just because I really wanted to read Mexican Gothic, but unfortunately Scribd doesn't have it in physical like ebook. It doesn't even have it in audiobook, and by the time that I order it, it's not gonna arrive on time. It's just happened before, and I'm like, you know what, I'm not gonna risk it. So on Scribd we do have Coraline, and I've never read that book by Neil Gaiman, and I've always wanted to read the book then watch the movie. So this is like perfect incentive for me to read the book. In this case I'm going to hear the audiobook because it's just like 3 hours, so that's something that I can tackle in a day, and I've been intrigued to pick this book up. So you know what, I'm just gonna probably like read the audiobook, then eventually watch the movie. I don't know if I'm gonna watch it now or through September, but it's a movie that's really intrigued me because like I like the little trailer that I've watched, and I was like, I really want to read this book to see the similarities or the differences between them. So that's one that I'm kind of leaning more towards. The next challenge is to read a book in the dark. For this one I decided to gravitate towards a graphic novel, and that is Mooncakes. I've wanted to read this one for such a long time just because it has a witch and it has a werewolf on the cover. So why would I not want to read it? Honestly, I do know that it deals with friendship and it has witchcraft and just, you know, supernatural aspects to it. So I was like, perfect time for me to read it. And I saw it on Scribd and I was just like, what? So, you know, I quickly jumped on the bandwagon, I saved it, and I was like, I'm gonna read this one for the Summerween Read-a-thon. So the final challenge is to read a book recommended by the host. And this one I have two options. I don't know which one I want to choose just because I haven't checked Scribd. So I don't know if one of those is there. And that one is Lock Every Door by Riley Sager. I am intrigued just because it sounds like, it's like the house has a mind of its own. That's what I, like, those are the little vibes that I got from it, and I'm invested. Like, I was really obsessed with Rose Red, like Ellen Rimbauer's diary. I was obsessed with that mansion and those essays that were written. I was obsessed with everything that had to do with Rose Red, and I freaking adore the fact that the house over time, you know, kept on growing and growing and growing because of the spirits that it had. So I don't know, it kind of gave me those little vibes. I'm not comparing it because I don't know too much about it, but it just gave me that vibe, and I want to read a story like that again because I used to love, like, I don't know what happened to me, but I used to love like supernatural, really creepy books, like really creepy movies. Then I became a yellow belly coward, and now I can't watch any of that because if not, I'll have nightmares for a gazillion years because my mind sometimes like goes a little bit faster and sometimes it doesn't even connect with my mouth. But like, you know, my mind tends to overpower myself, and sometimes I can't even go to sleep because I keep on thinking constantly about a lot of things. And they've told me to think about a blank page, and I'm like, yeah, think about a blank page, and I'm gonna be writing all the things that I need to do for the next day or just drawing something physically in my mind. So no, that doesn't work with me. But yeah, I don't know what happened honestly, but I used to love those kind of supernatural creepy books. Now I'm just, you know, I've changed. I've grown into an adult, but I've grown into a little wimpy little adult. But you know what? I'm okay with that. I am okay with that. The other book that I have in mind is The Good Daughter by Karen Slaughter. I don't remember anything about this. I do know that I had asked this for like my December wish list, and my friend got it for me. And right now I really don't remember a lot about it, but I do know that it's a thriller and I want to read it. So I want to go with little to no information about this one. So yeah, these are all the books that I would like to get to throughout this week. Is it a little bit ambitious for me? Yeah, because I'm teaching online, and oh my god, does that take up a lot of time. I did not know it was going to take up too much time, but you know what? A lot of these are, I have 2 audiobooks, I have 1 graphic novel, and I have one that's told through multiple media format and one that's mass market paperback. So we're gonna see how is it that we get into these books, or how many books is it that I accomplish. But I think it's gonna be nice just because I'm gonna think about autumn while I'm doing this readathon. So that's it for this video. I want to say thank you for watching. If you're gonna participate, tell me which of the books you would like to read throughout this readathon, or if you did a video, then, you know, tell me so I can like actually watch it. But yeah, I just want to say thank you for watching. I hope that you have a wonderful day and or night, and I'll see you in my next video. Peace.